When I think about horror films to watch in the summer, I think about shark films, I think about films set on the beach, and ones that are kind of surrounded by water. Today I thought I would make a list of some of the best and some of the more underrated horror films set around water that will have you holding your breath. Some of these ones are a little bit cheesy, but they're definitely perfect to watch around summer. There are a few that are a little bit more popular, but definitely deserved a place in this list. Starting off with a Blumhouse film that I don't think a lot of people have actually heard of, because I never see anyone talk about this film, and that is Sweetheart. During a storm, a boat sinks, resulting in Jen washing ashore on a remote tropical island. She is stranded there. It's a very small island and it's away from any other land. Before the boat wreck, she was with a group of friends, so she needs to try to find them and also figure out a way off the island. But these things soon end up being insignificant compared to the next threat that she will face. This is a creature feature survival horror film. I honestly think it would have been a great survival horror film anyway, but adding in the element of a creature on the island, it just really ramps up the horror and makes this film special. The main character, Jen, is so strong and resilient. She's a really likable character, so we are just really rooting for her throughout everything that she goes through. When the night rolls around, that is when things get really spooky. The creature design is really interesting. It's a nice little reveal when we actually get to see it. This film isn't too long and it's very action-packed. You can rent Sweetheart on Prime Video, Apple TV or Google Play Movies. My next recommendation is a really unique film set entirely in a swimming pool, and that is 12 Feet Deep. Two sisters are swimming at their local public swimming pool. This is a massive Olympic-sized pool. It's coming to the end of the day and staff are closing up. The manager activates the pool cover and leaves for the holidays. The sisters can't get out the pool before the cover comes over, so they are stuck in this pool with just a little gap between the pool cover and the water. If you enjoy single location trapped films, then this one is really unique and really stressful. It's the kind of situation that I've definitely thought about before. As well as being a survival film, we also focus a lot on the sisters' relationships and the traumatic things that have happened within their family when they are stuck in this isolated place together, obviously struggling to stay afloat and to survive. They have a lot of time to talk and a lot of talking to do, so it is quite heavy on the dialogue. This may be a little bit boring or repetitive for some people. I do think I would have preferred if it was 20 minutes less of the dialogue and instead replaced with maybe a little bit more action. But for the creativity and the unique location, it does have a really short runtime, so it's not too much of a problem. 12 Feet Deep is available to stream on Prime Video. Next is a film that is a little bit more popular, and that is Old. A family go away on vacation, and when they are at their holiday villa, one of the managers offers them a day out to a remote beach that only a select few people are invited to. They accept this offer and travel with a few others to this beautiful, peaceful beach. They get dropped off, but whilst they are on this beach, strange things start to happen and they realise that they are all aging rapidly. Their driver never comes back to pick them up again, so they are stranded on this beach and running out of time. This of course did have a cinema release, so I'm sure so many people have already seen it, but it did just fit so perfectly on this list, being set literally on the beach, surrounded by water. Directed by M. Night, so of course it's full of twists and turns. It has that psychological element to it as well. He is known to make a little cameo in his films, so he actually plays the bus driver that drives all of the people to the beach. Like so many of his films, this is super original and really creative. There's a little bit of gore, but not too much. It's really interesting to see all of these people change so much as they age. We also get this element of mystery of trying to figure out why they are aging so much and how they can get off this beach and why they've been abandoned. Old is available to rent on Prime Video, Apple TV and Google Play Movies. My next recommendation is a very interesting one, and that is AquaSlash. I just want to start off by saying this is by no means a great film, but it is so unique, a lot of fun and quite funny. A group of high school graduates are competing at a water park to see which team can slide down the slides the quickest. It's all fun and games until a maniac killer with a machete starts targeting the teens. This film is all kinds kinds of over the top and ridiculous, but the location is really unique. I don't think I've ever seen any other horror film set at a water park. If we're talking about summer slasher horror films, then this is just perfect. I would say this is the kind of film that is probably best put on in the background at a party, maybe if you're having a Summerween party or like a barbecue or something like that. It's really cool to put on for just the aesthetic. There's really not much of a story and not too much to this film. It's low budget and it is quite literally a bloodbath. You can stream AquaSlash on Plex. Next is one of my all-time favourite shark films, and that is 47 Meters Down. Two sisters go on vacation together. They meet some pleasant strangers who ask them if they want to have a go in a shark observation tank. They decide to do it and just try something new. They get into the cage on the side of the boat, but all of a sudden the cage starts falling and it lands at the bottom of the ocean. They are now 47 meters down and have less than an hour left of oxygen, so they have to figure out a way out fast. This is another one that is a bit more popular on this list, but I wanted to include it because I really enjoy it. It's such a great underwater survival film. I think as somebody who is afraid of deep water, this film is just an absolute nightmare. This is single location and the location is underwater. It feels so claustrophobic yet so dangerous because they are just out there in the middle of the ocean. You'll be holding your breath through this one because their oxygen tanks are quickly running out, so things get really stressful really quickly. They can't just swim or float to the top because they will end up getting the bends, which is basically when you are so far down in the ocean, you can't just come up quickly because it's really dangerous due to the rapid change in pressure when nitrogen bubbles form in the blood and tissue, which can result in death. 47 Meters Down does follow the typical formula for a survival horror film. It doesn't really hold many surprises and is quite predictable. There's something about a simple film like this that just brings me so much comfort. You can stream this film on Now TV Cinema or rent it on Prime Video. My next recommendation is Cabin Fever 2 Spring Fever. Yes, this is a sequel, but you don't have to have seen the first film. This is actually a film by Ty West and it is a horror comedy. High school students are preparing for their prom, getting everything ready and making sure things are perfect. When it comes around, everyone is excited to attend, but their water is tainted and contains a deadly flesh-eating bacteria. This water is in everyone's drinks. It's in the punch, so everyone is consuming it, resulting in absolute gory chaos. Unlike the first film that has a much more serious tone, you can't take this one serious at all. It's very over the top, very silly and aware of itself. There are some really gross moments because of course everyone has contracted this virus that eats away at your skin, so it is heavy on the body horror. I have to say this isn't a great film, but it is a good bad horror film. It's stupid and it's aware of itself being stupid. Sometimes you just crave a horror film that is kind of bad, it just itches a scratch. You can rent this film on Prime Video, Apple TV and Google Play Movies. So that's the end of all of my recommendations today. Do let me know if you have any more that you would like to add, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in another one soon.